Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're doing Earth Deku as Pyramid Head Part 2. Anyway guys, I do appreciate your support for my series. I really appreciate it. And after this video is done, like, posting, I'll be working on what if Deku was Isaac Clarke next, okay? I'm kind of sorry, I have to get the story right and everything, so when you see the Isaac Clarke one, I'm going to do a bit of flashbacks, so I'm sorry guys, there'll be some flashbacks of, Isaac Clarke's memories. So, anyway, I will continue the story for What If Deku Was Pyramid Head. Also, What If Deku Was Minecraft, I am doing that pretty soon in Dream. 100% I'm doing Dream, so anyway, I'll get to the video. as Deku, found those girls about a month ago, he's wondering why. Why does he feel like he knows them, but he hesitated to kill them? And for some reason he wanted to help them. However, Deku just ignored it, but he was still questioning himself. And this was the first time he was ever questioning himself. As someone was screaming, "Help! Get this thing away from me!" As Deku goes towards the screaming, Deku finds, I don't know, a voice recorder. And Deku's confused, like, what's this? As Deku hits it to stop playing it, someone comes out of the corner and explodes Deku. You guys should know it's Bakugo. And I know why are you doing it so early? Because how am I going to make Deku remember his hatred if I don't get him to do that? As Bakugo's like, "Heh, it looks like I got this guy down. Ida, Sato, Sabo and Ida are like saying, 'Good job, Bakugo. We've managed to defeat some of these creatures.' As Deku's like, he's a pyramid head, but he opens it because his mask has been kind of scarred, so there's a crack through it, and his eyes are peeking out. When he sees Bakugo, he just feels so much rage. And that's when Ida and Sato look at the hole that was made, and something was coming straight towards them. It was the monster. As Bakugo and Ida are like, "What the hell is that?" And they say, "Run!" As Deku's chasing after them, Bakugo saw a railing. So when the three of them went across it, Bakugo exploded it, making Deku fall all the way to the floor, hitting the floor really hard. As Deku's blade goes straight through his leg, and he's like roaring like crazy. However, Deku pulls the blade out and tosses it right next to him as he's getting up. As he points to Bakugo and he says, "Liar." That's all he could say. And Bakugo's like, "What?" And Sato and Ida are like, What do you mean? What does he mean, liar, Bakugo?" Bakugo's like, "How should I know? Let's get out of here. Hurry. I don't know how long that thing will be like down for until it heals, but run." Then for 2 hours they managed to escape the monster. However, Deku lost him during that 2 hours. Deku's like sitting, hitting the walls like, damn. I'm gonna. And then Deku stops for a minute. And he wonders, why did I feel so much rage and hatred? Why? As Deku looks around. Sorry guys, I just gotta check something. Okay. As Deku looks around, he sees a mirror. He wipes the mirror off. He just sees a kid in there. A reflection of Deku when he was small. Not like UA Deku. He's wearing a uniform. Deku's like, huh, who's this? Who are you? As Pyramid Head touches the mirror, a flashback happens. And Deku got one of his memories back. And it's one that Bakugo fucking betrayed him, and Deku can't remember the Pyramid Head incident, so, like, when he became one. As Deku's like, I see. So that fucker betrayed me. I don't know who the guy's name was, but my memories are slowly coming back together. As Deku's making a fist really, like, tight, like, grips. His grip's getting stronger. As he punches the mirror, breaking into pieces. As Deku looks at his bloody hand, Deku was only healing. The glass shards popped out of the wounds as they were healing, pushing them out. However, since Deku got that flashback, he wonders remember what the guy said. See you later, quirkless. No one would want you away, and plus, everyone will believe me, not you if you're dead. As Deku is now on out to hunt that man. As Deku uses his portal for the bugs coming from the ground as Deku walks down them. He goes to the prison where all the inmates are clinically insane. And Deku always goes there to cut the prisoners' arms off to teach them a lesson. However, during that time, let's just say Mina and Kirishima were in the prison looking for supplies. They found Momo and Oraka and Juno. Well, Oraka and Juno. I can't remember if I got Juno to group up with them. Can you tell me in the comments, please, guys? But anyway, Oraka and Juno's group, they joined up. Kirishima said, I don't believe Deku would have gotten himself that killed easily. And so did Mina. Says, yeah, I don't believe that either. As the two looking around in the asylum, Kirishima and Mina split up. Mina walks to the hallway, sees a bunch of doors and little handles that are open. As Mina checks what's inside of them, a person grabs her hair and she's like, get off of me! As she burns the guy's hand, he's screaming like, come on, do it again, I love the pain. As Mina goes to the corner because she was hearing something scratching the walls. She goes to a corner in between the two prison cells. No, she goes into a corner, crouched underneath a vent. As she saw the Pyramid Head, sliding his blade on the ground. As the prisoners are screaming, Pyramid Head cuts the guy's hands off, and he's screaming like, oh, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. As he does that with two other people. As Deku leaves the area. However, he finds this golden thing
He doesn't know what it is, so he grabs it and he puts it in his pocket. As Mina's trying not to like scream due to the horror and bloodshed. As she kept herself composed, the prisoners sat back down in their cells and just went back to sleep. As she got up, Deku heard her, so he hid behind a corner. As Mina was getting up, Mina turned around to see a pyramid head, and Deku grabbed her by the throat and was beginning to choke her. She was like, "Stop, please, I don't want to die here." As Deku remembers some illuminance, says, "Come on." As Deku lets go of her and just walks away. All you hear is like the thump, 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 as she like runs back to Kirishima, crying and scared. Kirishima's like, whoa, Mina, you okay? Mina does not speak for 2 hours. She says, Kirishima? And Kirishima's like, yes, you're talking. Just tell me what happened. Kirishima was being told everything. But Kirishima was like, damn, I almost got yourself killed. If you didn't make it, then Kirishima's like, yeah. But Mina also said he had a scar on his left side, showing his eye, and he let me go. I was 100% sure he was gonna kill me. I don't know why he let me go. Kirishima was like, yeah. Oh, I think it was due to the time. Mina's like, what do you mean? Kirishima says, well, have you noticed that when we walk into a prison, the area starts changing? Mina's like, yeah. I think that responds to the creature as well. I think it has a time for how long it could be there. And Mina's like, really? And Kirishima says, yes. I'm not really smart, Mina, but I think I can figure that out. Mina's like, same as ever. It's like we're back in class, except we're missing Deku. She holds her shoulders together. It's like, Kirishima's like, yeah. Kirishima's like, hey, when we get out of this, we're gonna need a lot of therapy, don't we? And Mina says, yes, indeed. As Deku goes to where the other pyramid heads are meeting, other pyramid heads notice his helmet's been damaged, but they can't do anything about it. If a pyramid head's damaged, then there's nothing they can do. I'm saying this, guys, because Deku's helmet was different than any of the other. Well, not different, just the same. But if they get damaged, then they have to live with it. And if it heals over time, but you have to kill people so it can heal the armor. As Deku and the other pyramid heads. Now I'm gonna say, like, yeah, there's other 2 pyramid heads, yeah. All having a conversation. Not having a conversation, getting orders from. Well, no, never mind. There was a meeting for the pyramid heads. All they discussed were how to kill people more quickly and efficiently. For the next 5 minutes, and that meeting was adjourned.
However, Deku was regaining some of his senses, his awareness a bit. So, Deku wanted us to know who he was. So, he decided to visit the Oraka, Juno, and Momo to see what the fuck were they doing. Kirishima, because Ida and Sato wanted to work together and get more supplies, but yeah. Baku was always hagging with most of the supplies, so yeah. As Deku was doing his portal, he found himself inside of a room in this sort of asylum. A dark room where a blind guy says, "So, are you here to kill me, monster?" As the pyramid head looks at him and says, "No." The old guy is surprised, like, "So you can speak? That's new." And Deku's like, "What do you mean new?" The guy's like, "Never mind. Why are you here?" And the pyramid head's like, "I just got here. I don't know how I get here." I can totally tell you. And the pyramid head sits down and just says, "Tell me then." As the old guy says, "Well, this place is actually a prison." Prison. And blinds this guy, "Yes, so this is gonna be a long story. Once there was a precious girl. She was pure of all heart, but the church hated her. They called her a witch, a demon. And one night, they tricked the mother, and were burning her daughter alive. And and her dark, deepest desires came to life. She was very, very she was very, very hateful of the people. She was very hated by the people. So she let her hatred turn this place into a living hell. And that's what you've become as well." Pyramid's like, "What do you mean?" And blind guy's like, "Oh, so I always forget. They always strip your memories when they turn you into a pyramid head or a monster, to be more precise." And Deku gets up with frustration, saying, "What do you mean?" As the guy's like, "I'll tell you more if you hand me that thing in your pocket." As Deku's like, "Here." As Deku gives him to him, and says, "Never thought I found this." As the guy's like, "Thank you, but anyway, I will explain it to you. You see, monsters can't always come back. They get old, of course. And you know what happens when they get old?" "No." Deku's saying, "Well, they become weaker. The older they get, the weaker they get. And I know, weird, right? But that's the bargain. You see, if you want to take that off, you have to kill someone, or kill someone that you really care about. But there is another option. And Pyramid said, like, what's the option? You have to have this mark on your back. And Deku looks at the marks like, what does the mark do? He says, the mark means that you fully are aware of what you've done. And you completely have to do a mission. And Deku's like, what type of mission? The mission is your desire. If you desire to go somewhere and stay there and become something, you can. However, the only way to do that is to get the gold thing that you gave me. And Deku's like, okay then, give it back. And the guy's like, no. As the guy begins ramming it into his chest over and over again until it cracks the bones and goes inside his body, fusing into him. And the guy says, and his eyes are clearing out, and the guy says, did you know that I had the other piece? As the guy starts transforming to a monster, stronger than Deku. Not stronger, same strength as Deku. As Deku throws his blade at the monster grabs it and breaks it, throwing the other half to the ground. As Deku begins tackling him to the wall, the monster climbs up the wall with his legs, does a backflip, and punches Deku into the wall. And Deku's like, damn. Whoever this person is, he was definitely trained for combat. And the guy's like, ha 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 ha. Is that all you got? Weakling. I can't believe it. Someone actually gave me this piece. As Deku's trying to go for his cut off blade, as the guy's like, no you don't. Grabs onto Deku's leg and starts spinning him into like concrete walls, and throws him back to the ground. And the guy's like, no, it's kind of funny that they put such a young person into this thing. Let me help you. As the monster begins almost ripping off the face completely, ripping off the helmet. Let's just say, guys, let's just say he ripped off, a majority of this area. Like where the things are, for, the dots. Yeah, right there. That's how much he ripped off. So, as Deku headbutted the guy, as Deku grabbed the broken piece of his blade and slammed it to the guy's chest. And the guy's like, this won't hold me. As Deku's like, I know. As Deku grabs the other piece of his blade and puts it up to the guy's throat and just says, goodbye. Since Deku has so much force, he, literally cuts off the guy's head, killing him. And he turns to dust, dropping the piece. And Deku, when Deku saw it, as he was grabbing it, he felt the heartbeat. And Deku was like, what the hell? As Deku puts it in his pockets, like, damn. I don't think the Pyramid Heads will recognize me now. Now that I've completely lost some of my helmet. Damn. Well, at least I know what happened. As Deku's like, the pain. Never felt pain before because I was always pretty good with my defenses, but that guy managed to stab straight through my leg, and break some of my ribs, and break a few of my fingers. Well, they'll heal. They're healed in a few. They're healed in a few hours. So, as Deku gets his broken blade and tosses it into the portal of bugs swarming, as Deku waits for a couple of hours, as Deku decided to go to sleep for those hours, and when Deku woke up, he was all fixed up. I like saying why, because the damage that he sustained was pretty tough. Like, his whole body was like really, really like damaged, so it took longer. Cause yeah, as Deku's blade comes out of the portal, as Deku grabs it by the handle and sees the blade's been fused together, not fused, like has been forged back together, and Deku sees the like the slashes or like the cracks of where it cracked have been fused, and Deku's like, it's better than nothing. But at least it's good again. As Deku decides to be done with it, he uses the bug's portal and goes to kill some more people. However, Deku knows something about himself. He felt more emotions than normal. He was thinking maybe it's because I'm probably gaining more of my emotions back or my feeling back, but yeah. Anyway, I want to check my recording. Yep, I think that'll be long enough. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I really appreciate your guys' support. I'll talk to y'all later.